Kamusta kayo? Welcome back sa MGNDA ko. Ako po si Ovela.
I'm an angel.
And we are reacting today to another Domics video. Our favorite cartoonist in Toronto. And he released a new video called Growing Up Asian. So we were like, we got to do this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So let's go. Let's go.
This video has been brought to you by NordVPN.
Most of his videos are brought by NordVPN nowadays.
/Domics and use the code Domics to save 77% off a 3-year plan.
77%? That's oddly specific.
I'm sorry, Gigi.
That's exactly what we do before a video.
This is going to be a different episode. It's not really a hypothetical. We just felt like talking, you know? I'm here in California right now. We're staying at Jam's mom's place. Jamom's place. And it made me remember some things of like what it was like to live at home or growing up Asian, I guess. I'm here today joined by a couple friends.
Hello, I am Claire.
And I'm Elboy.
This is Jom. I'm sure we all have no slippers in the house.
No slippers?
Sorry, no shoes. No shoes, no slippers.
Of course.
Yeah, do you have that basket of slippers at the front door?
Yep. When people come over,
Fun.
we always offer slippers. There's just an abundance of slippers.
That's a
My
great
issue with
idea.
slippers is I
We
end
do
up
that
walking
too.
outside a lot on accident with them on, so it defeats the purpose of having slippers. It's like, oh, I gotta get my mail, it's outside. And I don't think about it, I just walk out. And then it's like, well, now my slippers are dirty. What different are they?
Now these are outdoor
shoes?
slippers.
Yeah.
Now they're shoes.
Do you ever have white friends that go to bed with shoes on?
You actually knew people?
Yeah, I had friends do that. First, I
No.
was visiting his house and he just laid down on his bed with his shoes.
So this is like podcast style.
Yeah.
So dirty. It's like, what's the urgency that you need to have your shoes on at all times?
But it's like the opposite for them. It's like, if I come into the house and I try to take my shoes off, they're like, no, just keep your shoes on, dude. And I probably feel safer that way anyways if I wear my shoes in there.
In an Asian family, we don't really do allowances. I never understood that.
I didn't either.
Like when my
Same,
friends were
same.
like, yeah, I get like $100 a week. Well, like, for doing what? You know, for existing. Like, they didn't know what that meant. Like, what's an allowance?
I got allowance. Oh my god.
You gotta work for it.
Okay, but the trade-off was I had to do all the chores in the house.
So you're just getting paid.
But my allowance was like $3.
Oh.
that was my allowance.
What? That's chump
One of my main
change.
methods of gaining money as a kid was when I picked white hair from my parents' heads.
What?
And then they gave me money for each one I.
No.
It started off like a quarter for a hair, and then went down to like 10 cents and 5 cents, and then went down to just like a penny. And then they got older, and obviously they got more hair, and then they realized, oh, this is not a good model because
Yeah.
I'm gonna get bald. So then they just started.
Yeah.
Food eating etiquette, yes.
I mean, what you just learned with John's mom, right? Like, if you eat real fast, they'll be like, oh, you must really like the food, so they just like dump more food on your plate.
Yes,
and then you just,
exactly.
like,
Mhm.
Eat
Yeah, so
slowly.
the trick is you just eat really slow.
Talk a lot.
Yeah, we usually just have
Unless you like the food.
or whatever, and we have like all the side dishes in the middle.
Mm.
No one's gonna force you to like get more rice or like get more of this. If you're done, you're done.
Yeah, and Koreans, like, they'll keep feeding you until, like, they're tired.
Yeah.
It's not a question.
In
like, you
Africa
want
as
more, it's
well.
like, oh, you want more.
Yeah, the dude is silent in your sentences.
Oh, you
Just for
want
my
more?
family, I don't know about you guys, but every time when I have a friend who invites me for like dinner, like parents are always like, "Oh, you have to bring something nice. You know, bring this wine bottle that we've been like saving up for like the past 5 years."
Yeah,
Give
you.
to them.
I invited you to, what, I think it was the New Year's dinner, and then you brought, what was that, like the bird's nest?
Bird's nest.
I don't even know what it is. Apparently, it's supposed to be really healthy.
The bird spit soup thing.
Yeah, like you gave it to my parents. The instructions were in Chinese. So like, we don't know how to eat this. I'm like, okay, well that's Claire. I'm like, I don't know how to eat this either.
She told me to hand this over, and I did.
Yeah, your mom makes a lot of leftovers, and that's like the mindset my family grew up with. Like we always either make too much food because they want to bring it for lunch, like to work the next day. We call it baon. I don't like
Baon.
Bound.
That's why we have a term for when there's like a little bit of food left and you gotta eat it clean. It's called simot. Kill it. Yeah, kill it to the speck.
There's like a Chinese saying, like, every speck of rice in your bowl is like, that's gonna be on your lover's face or something.
Lover's face. Why?
Or your like husband's or your wife's face. Like, it'll like turn into something bad.
So if you don't finish your food, your wife becomes ugly.
Yeah, like, something like that. Yeah.
because it's generally known that Filipinos have like flattish noses. So like when every morning, like instead of just saying like wake up, my mom would just walk into my room and just pinch the bridge of my nose. I'm like,
What?
What's happening?
I was
My
like
gosh.
Captain America, super soldier serum all the time. I had a new liquid, a new pill all the time. Every morning she would like pat my legs down and stretch my legs out, try to make me as long as possible.
Seriously?
No.
My
Parents and their
You
insecurities,
guys have to
and it
take
works.
the Chinese medicine stuff. Like you go to like the old Chinese doctors. They have a bunch of drawers with like deer antlers and bugs.
Fun.
And they're like, and then you go there, you're like, I want my kid to be taller. They're like, all right, I got you. And then they're like, get all this like weird stuff. Make a drink.
A potion.
Oh
Yeah, like,
no.
It tastes disgusting.
Yeah, I did not grow up with parents like this.
We call it cognac. I think like Koreans are obsessed with medication that makes you taller.
I guess that's true. Because
Interesting.
like all the Koreans in my high school in Freedom were super tall. I was in between two Koreans,
Panganiban.
Pack and Park. Pack and Park. Yeah, so
Pack
I
and
was like in
Park,
between
nice.
them, and like freaking graduation, it was just like a tall ass Korean and then me and another tall ass Korean. What about clothes?
Didn't know
Mom was
Koreans
just-
were known to be tall.
Especially because we're like about the same height. Like I would just go home like after I don't know university. I have like a month off and I visit, go into my closet, find like 10 things missing, and I look over at my mom and she's like wearing the exact sweater that I wanted to wear.
Oh,
She did the thing where
cute.
it's like when she's buying you a gift, she's
Sweet.
buying it with the intent that
That
She's gonna wear it.
Yeah.
Tutors and stuff.
tutor. Well, I did Kumon.
Where I grew up, pretty much every
Come
kid
on.
had a tutor every day, and it's like for every subject.
If everyone has a tutor, what's the point of going to school?
there is no point in going to school. We learn so much more.
But then all the teachers in school are like, man, you guys are so smart.
Yeah, the teacher's like, oh man, all these kids are so smart. It's like, no, we just have a lot of tutors helping.
No, I just
Yeah,
go to school
just study
twice.
twice.
We had like math tests and stuff, right? This is back in China. And I think I got like a 96. And then my mom was visiting from Canada, and the teacher called me out and had a meeting with my mom. And she's like, well, this is your daughter's grade. And then my mom looks at it, it's like a 96. And she's like, oh, this is pretty good. And she's like, nah, that's the lowest mark in our class.
That's the lowest mark.
Frick.
You get like the, we have like that check mark system. You get like a check mark or a check plus, check minus.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, like that's it. And then if you get the check minus, it's like devastating. You're like, oh no, I'm doing
A
bad.
minus. Let me just edit that into a plus.
Yes.
You guys get hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
I ain't
Only in China, though. Oh, you're
I
lying.
did.
What?
I got
Bullies.
hit verbally, and that was
Both.
They made us write letters of apologies, like if you get sent to the principal's office.
I wonder if like principals actually read that.
Mine definitely did because he would read it and then he would like show us our mistakes as we're writing.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
I had a teacher like that.
Yeah, he's like, you spelled this wrong.
Take the damn apology, holy
There was one time in high school, I was in my social studies class or something like that, and I was just sitting there. It was a really boring class, and then Gabe kicks the door open, right? And my friend Gabe, he kicks the door open. And he's like, "Ma'am, I need John right now." So she looked at him like, "Okay." Or he's like, "What do you need him for?" And he's like, "It's an emergency." So then I walked out the door. I was like, "Dude, Gabe, what's wrong? Did something happen? What's wrong?" And he's like, "Dude, I just got you out of class. Isn't that sick?" I was like, "Oh." And then like we just left, and then we just have to go hang out to school. When you go to a school, you know,
That's
you have
some
to give them your
Caucasian
contacts of your
mess.
parents or
Love
who to
it.
call when there's an issue, and I just put my grandpa. So then, because he can't speak English.
Oh my god.
There was a
Clever.
My friend's mom called me in the middle of like the night. I'll call him Andrew
or Randy.
or Randy. His mom called me in the middle of the night, and she was smart about this. She called me on Andy's cell phone. She took his cell phone and called me. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's just crying. She would just tell me stuff like, "Oh, my son is doing bad in the school because you're the bad friend, and I don't want him to talk to you." And I'm just like,
I don't want
"Oh
to
my God,
talk to you.
Especially you will not talk to my son anymore." And I was like, what? Like, I didn't know what to say. I've never been in this situation where a mom called me and called me a piece of shit.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody else, like, Jesus Christ. I didn't know
Wow.
what to do. I'm pretty sure me and Randy had to hang out like secretly or something. I don't know.
Dude, it's like Romeo and Juliet, dude.
Randy, let down your hair. I can't, my mom bowl cut me.
I think for like me and like a lot of my friends, they had a ban on relationships, especially during high school. Their parents were like, you cannot have a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Oh.
They should have just been like, you can't see your girlfriend unless you get an A. And then you'd be like, okay.
Yeah, that's the better incentive.
Yeah, like
Right?
if you get an A,
Parents.
I'll pay for your date tonight. Like, I don't know if it was my first or my
I'll
second
pimp you
girlfriend, but
out.
I remember I told my dad, and he's like, oh, you have a girlfriend? how many? And I was just like,
What?
How many?
yeah, they were just like, date as much as you can now because then you'll learn and you won't make stupid mistakes later. When I grew up, I obviously wasn't a smart student, and my family was always worried about that. But they kind of got over it. But my grandparents never got over it. There was this one time where I released an animation. It was Ice Cream 2 back in like 2009 or something, right? And it was the first time I ever got paid for an animation. I got $100.
Nice.
Wow.
Back then, that was like $1 million to a kid, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
Wow.
holy crap, I can make money doing this. I can buy some new bones. But then my grandpa pulled me aside one night, and he's like, John, I think it's cool that you like to draw these weird sick people. I don't want you taking money from the internet because that's blood money.
What?
He's like, you have to get a real job. You have to work with your own hands.
Parents.
Hard labor. But once my mom saw it, she was like, holy crap, this is what you're doing this whole time? I thought you were just dumb. It's like, go ahead, keep doing this.
Sure, I thought it was interesting. It's like, I went to some art schools and stuff. I would always notice there's 9 girls for every 1 guy or something. And I remember I talked about it with my mom. She's like, you'll notice that none of the guys are Asian. It's like, why? And she just straight up told me Asians never let their kids become artists, especially if they're male. And then she tells me these stories parents they would break their kids' crayons and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
If they found their kid drawing, they would immediately crush all their dreams as fast as they could.
Your dad must be Asian.
They crush all their supplies and stop them, and then they give them math problems to do or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been bullied for being Asian in your school, racist kids?
Nope.
Yeah, all Asians.
I think what was the one where it was Chinese, Japanese, something knees.
That's
I don't
to
know.
me, I'm just what?
Look at these.
In
What?
high school, I was walking home from a friend's house and just walking by this house that's the garage is open and a bunch of these little boy white kids in the garage, and then they look at me and they're like, "Go back to the railroad." I'm like, "What the? I'm not even Chinese."
Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
contribute to that.
Ugh.
Took me a while to process what they meant, but I knew it was racist.
Yeah.
That's all you get. It felt racist.
I think people made fun of my accent because I used to have a Chinese accent when I first came to Canada.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
Dude, don't even worry
Nice.
about it. I slipped and I was born here, speaking English all my life.
I don't really practice Tagalog at home. So when I went to the Philippines, instead of speaking Tagalog, I just started speaking English with a Filipino accent.
We know that.
Try to that's
We know that story.
Trying to blend in, so
Is your
cute.
Korean name even though you were born?
We all do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's decided by grandparents usually. Well, if you get really traditional, you go to a fortune teller and they assign you a syllable.
Seriously?
For the generation of
Your
males.
second syllable is Wait, how do you say park in Korean Korean accent?
It's just pack.
Pack?
Because another one of variants is pack.
Yeah. Mine is Lee, but there is no L in the Korean pronunciation. It's just E.
Really? Interesting.
This is random, but I forgot to mention it earlier. In the getting hit part, there was one time my mom got really mad at me and tried to throw a shoe, and then she missed it and hit my brother.
Oh no!
Classic,
You can
classic.
cash that in later.
You can catch that in later.
You know what I didn't have as a kid?
Love.
Security on the internet. That Nigerian prince still hasn't gone back to me after all these years. But hey, if you guys want a peace of mind while you're on the web,
Of
check
course.
out NordVPN.
Alright.
Easy and simple.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Man, we can relate to a lot
A
of
lot,
these things.
yes,
Seriously,
because
obviously bullying, for example. We all went
Yeah.
through bullying.
Yes.
Especially me. I lived in Algeria.
Especially.
Goodness gracious, it was like... war in the streets. Oh man, there was this guy who was super tall. How unfair is it, man, that you are in class with a guy that's 1 or 2 years older than you because he had to redo the class, and he's obviously taller and stronger.
And pissed because he's
Pissed.
dumber than everyone.
Not necessarily dumber, he's just, he has, for example, this guy had problems at home, so he would just latch out and leave all his anger on us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So he would hit us, he would take our backpack and throw it places where we can't reach, and
Wow.
it was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, you grow up, you get to the same height, and you can defend yourself, so you're all good.
Oh,
But that was in
wow.
Algeria. But I also went to
Kenya?
school in Morocco.
Yeah.
It was nicer. and then Kenya, and yeah, they were very nice. You know, like we would be the bullies, but we weren't. Just my brother, Boo Boo, who was kind of scary. I mean, he didn't hurt anyone, but with his voice, he would threaten and everything. But you know, we weren't mean. Yeah. What about you?
I was at the same school from like childhood to adulthood, so
That's true.
yeah,
Everybody knew you, so
well, you would think that would make things easier, but no, actually, I had a lot of psychological bullying growing up. Went through some very rough patches, very rough, and it's funny. Therapy actually brought some memories to the surface that I had locked away forever, but I was acting out on without knowing. So yeah, no, children are just terrible, especially if you're not like the cheerleader type or I don't know. You have to be a certain type of kid, I guess, either the bully or the popular kid to fit in. If you're even just an amalgam of different, you will get just targeted for it.
yeah.
So yeah, but we can relate to other things just because we have African parents.
Exactly, the parent thing, like our parents also, well, my parents did not want me to become an artist. Definitely not. I remember one day, because I was always into music, movies, drawings, stuff like that. And one day I was watching, maybe I was watching a movie. I went to buy movies, and then when I came back, my father caught me. He took all my movies, and I had, put aside like, let's just say like $150, and I bought my movies with that $150 over a year or two, all that money. He took my DVDs, he took a hammer, and he destroyed all of them in front of me.
Because why?
Because I disobeyed, or because, I don't know, he has insecurities. Like, my father was exactly the same type of guy who would rather I do the dissertations during the weekends, and learn the Quran, religion,
Stuff.
Yeah, religious stuff and stuff like that. So, yeah, I can definitely relate. But don't let anyone tell you what to do, not even your parents, because right now I am working in a creative field, and YouTube is also a creative outlet, so there you have it.
Yeah, most parents, they just understand money, so they'll crush your dreams until you start making money. Then they're like, are you making money? Okay, good. As long as, I guess blood money,
Still,
there's also a thing.
My parents are not proud.
Yeah.
They still have a grudge.
Yeah, I see what you mean. There's also that.
Like, they're not worried, but they still have a grudge.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of parents is like that. It's like if you're doing something they don't understand, especially if they wanted you to do something specific when they birthed you. Yeah, then that's a rough place to be in.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like I say, parents are, family is like, it's like sniffing glue. It's toxic, but sometimes enjoyable. So take them with a grain of salt. You didn't get an allowance, right?
I did. That was my allowance that he destroyed. I amassed that allowance for like a year or two, and he destroyed it completely. It just killed me, man.
My goodness.
Yeah, I had like about $5 a week.
Yeah, I think I had the same, 40 a month. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and just, as long as I did my homework.
Yeah.
And that basically covered 1 or 2 trips by bus, get ice cream at Dairy Queen with my friends, get home. That was it. That's what $40 could get me.
Yeah, well, in Kenya, you could not just go on your own on the bus. So the only way we would spend our money was on DVDs or chips or stuff like that. That's it. Oh, clothes. We would put money aside for clothes as well.
Also, I don't think I had allowance until like high school.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember having any in middle school. No money.
No, we didn't.
No money in my pockets. It was like, eventually my dad was like, oh, this is a thing some people do? Okay.
But yeah, there are a lot of similarities between Asian parents and African parents because, it's like...
Strict parents, I guess?
No, it's more like there's a community, like European or North American parents, they don't have that sense of community, you know?
That's true. Well, depending what country, but yeah, it's
like
true
they
that...
want, for example, they want their kids out of the house at the age of 16 or 18 as soon as they can, you know, as soon as they finish school or high school.
Western
and they,
children?
Yeah, and
Western
they even
families?
ask them to start working while they're in high school, you know?
Yeah.
But no, they can... Actually, in Africa, the parents and the children live together, like,
Usually.
for a very long time. So.
Until death do them part.
It's terrible.
I'm just kidding.
No, I don't agree with that either.
Yeah, it's different. I guess it also informs how they would treat you, the parents, because there's a community. They care about what people in the community think of them. So that's why they care so much about what the kids do, how well they succeed, how they appear in public, bringing gifts to other people's homes, is because it all reflects upon the community, not just the individual.
Exactly.
So it's a different mindset, definitely.
For example, in Africa, the parents, when they have enough money put aside, they don't build a house just for them and their kids, you know?
Yeah.
They build a huge house
Mansion.
because in their mind, their kids will get married and they will move into their house as well and have children.
Yes.
So they usually build like 2 houses, one next to the other, you know?
Legacy.
It's
Wow.
crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a different way of living.
Yeah, well, we don't want to make this video too long either,
Just
but
wanted to give our own story.
yeah, if you have
Piece of it.
questions, let us know in the comment section below. And actually, we were thinking about, because we got the option of putting the sponsor button on YouTube, right? So we thought of, you know, putting it on, and if I think it's what, $4.99 a month, if the viewer pays that amount a month, you know, we basically give you something in return, just like Patreon.
Yes.
So we were thinking of doing something for YouTube, and that would be the people who actually pay an amount per month. They can ask us questions, and we'll definitely answer them in a video at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Or the end of the week or something like that. We're still thinking about all this, and you'll also get like special icons for you. You know, the people who actually sponsored the video have special icons and everything.
Badges.
Yeah, in the comment section, like little goodies, basically.
Little goodies.
So,
And if there's anything else you want, let us know. Give us ideas. If
give
there's
us
something
ideas, absolutely.
that would be a good incentive for you to sponsor us
yes,
on YouTube, it would be nice.
especially now that YouTube is getting smarter, if you will, because they are giving tools to YouTubers to actually basically recognize people that use their content. And since we are reaction videos and we use different content in our videos, that means that our content is not monetized. So in the future, our videos might not be monetized at all. So this is scary and dangerous for the channel. That's why we're very fortunate to have Patreon, and we are thinking about including YouTube sponsorship on YouTube.
Definitely. If we don't basically get money from this, it goes back to being a hobby, if anything, and that means like no videos for y'all. Like the flow that we have right now is because we are getting a return on our investment.
Exactly. Yeah.
It makes sense, right? We would just get another job and goodbye, YouTube.
Our amazing echoers, you know, the ones who were there from the 100,000, 10,000, know how many videos we would put up a week. You know, it was like 1, 2, 3 at max. Now we got 2 to 3 a day.
Yeah.
Because we're growing and because people ask so many.
We got great requests coming in all the time. Yeah, definitely.
So, something to think about, basically.
Just wanted to share.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
No, I wasn't ready.
Subscribe here, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Thanks for watching. Like this video below.
What? Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Thanks for watching.
Please like this video.
Subscribe here and amazing things will happen.
And turn on your notification bell to be poked for future videos.
Yum.
Yeah. One more time.
Oh my